In fact, you asked a question earlier, does this happen anywhere else in the world? And actually in Grenada, in the Caribbean, I also saw the Queen, the late Queen, open Parliament at Wellington in New Zealand. And she did the same with the gown, the garter sash, the tiara. The same ceremonial went on, not with quite the splendour of here. Now, this is a very, very important occasion. The Speaker of the House, Sir Lindsay Hoyle, has said that the state opening of Parliament is the hottest ticket in town, and he said it does wonders for the tourism industry by bringing people in, and people can connect with our great traditions. But it is rather more than that. Since 1681, Bill of Rights and all that, the primacy, the importance of Parliament, after a general election, the monarch gathers the parliamentarians, the people who've been elected to serve him or her as the new government, together at Westminster for this occasion. And, of course, it is very much the same ceremonial that's going on and has been going on for a number of years, but with subtle differences. We all see, of course, it's a long time. The Queen was there for so many years, and she made the ceremony very, very much her own. And, of course, in this country, it's not Keir Starmer's speech, it's the King's speech. It's the King's government. Administration is carried out in the name of the monarch, and the law is applied in the name of the monarch. And the monarch in the Westminster system reigns but does not rule. That is the way we run things. And many, many nations around the world, it's the Westminster system, and we've exported it successfully to Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and other realms of the King now, 14 realms around the world. So the ceremony is very important. It's not just something out of Alice in Wonderland and everybody looking like as if they're in a pack of cards. It's central, and it's the most significant constitutional ceremony that the monarch personally performs. And that's why it is given such prominence, and we're seeing it here, the glory of it all.
So what's going on here with these horses, Michael?
What is happening now is that the household cavalry will be waiting to escort the Irish state coach, within which will be the King and the Queen. Now, of course, there have been some incidents from time to time. The Duchess of York, Sarah Fergie, her father, Major Ronald Ferguson, was in command of the escort one year, and there'd been some trouble with the IRA, and security was a little bit sort of questionable. And he, Ronnie, decided to ride very, very close to the Queen's carriage. And when they got to the Victoria Tower, he explained it to me. He said, the Queen started calling out to me, and I thought she was going to say, good escort, good escort. But what she was saying was, Ronnie, you're too close. They want to see me, not you. So you do get those little insights, but it's very important. The household brigade, the 5 guards regiments and the 2 mounted regiments, the Life Guards and the Blues and Royals, are the Queen's in the past, and now the King's personal bodyguard. So they accompany the monarch on his way to Parliament. When the monarch arrives at the Victoria Tower, the royal standard will be broken over the tower, 400 feet up on a flagpost, to say the monarch has arrived, and they will progress inside, being met by the Lord Great Chamberlain with his wand of office, and they will go to the robing room, where they will then get into the robes for the procession into the Lord's chamber. Inside, there will be 200 peers of the realm. There's 800 of them, actually, but only about a quarter of them will be able to get in. And then we'll see the time-honoured ceremonial where the Lord Great Chamberlain will give a signal to Black Rod, who will then stride through the House of Commons to the Commons chamber and bang on the door and be refused entry. Well, this is very important symbolically, because that says that the Commons doesn't take orders from the King, and the King summons the Commons, and then the Commons will progress and process to the House of Lords.
Super. So we